Welcome back to the Yellow Couch Stories. I'm your host, Brittany Montgomery, and today's conversation is being recorded at the National Association of Negro Business and Professional Women's Clubs Incorporated headquarters right here in Washington, D.C. And today we truly have a treat. Joining us on the Yellow Couch is Candi Waller, also known as CWall, founder and CEO of CWall Sports and Entertainment, president of the CWall Foundation, former managing publisher of Sports Illustrated Fan Nation, Inside the Wizards, and current president of Bowie Television, okay? Candi's journey spans corporate consulting, sports journalism, media leadership, and entrepreneurship, industries where Black women are often underrepresented. Yet she has consistently shown what it looks like to lead with excellence, authenticity, and intention. Today, we'll explore her journey through economic empowerment, perseverance through adversity, leadership, and ownership, and what it truly means to build power, not just access. Candi, welcome to the Yellow Couch Stories. We're honored to have you.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much.
Of course, yes, I'm excited to dive in. So, Candi, before the titles and accomplishments, take us back for a moment. What did young Candi growing up in Prince George's County learn about work, ambition, and possibility?
Let's start with work. My family, I'm blessed to be able to know and have had a relationship with both sets of grandparents.
Ooh,
So
yes.
so that's not something like to you.
Yeah.
Everybody is blessed to have
Yeah,
that.
everybody don't have that.
And I did. Both sides of the family, great relationship with both sets of grandparents. And they taught me everything I need to know about work ethic. Mm-hmm. Right? You work.
As they mostly do.
Right.
Yeah.
You work, you get something in return.
Right.
But you can't just not work.
Right.
You're going to do something.
Don't work, don't eat.
Yeah, exactly. And you have to do something. And so my parents had instilled that in my siblings and myself from that's all that I know, right? So it was even from the perspective of, will you get good grades in school? Mm-hmm. Okay, you're going to get something in return. If that's going to go get McDonald's on Friday,
we're going to get some ice cream.
Ice cream. You're going to go and get something. But when you work and you show up consistently, good things can happen.
I love that. So, and I'm gonna take that one from your grandparents and your parents.
Yes.
So you've loved sports since childhood, but at some point passion became possibility. When did you first realize this could be more than interest? And what did you have to believe about yourself to pursue it as a career?
So, yes, I loved it as a child. I would watch NFL drafts, NBA drafts, and now everybody can say that as a child you actually watched 3 days of the NFL draft.
Yeah, because I
don't sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
And so, but I did. So in the NBA draft, but it still wasn't a possibility.
Right.
It was like something I just liked to
do. Okay.
And so it took many years. See, if I start talking about too many years, then you can figure out how old I'm trying to be
and I'm not gonna ask you that.
But it took years in consulting and in the consulting industry, and a trip to Super Bowl 51.
Oh.
where that's the Super Bowl 51 where the Patriots came back and beat the Atlanta Falcons. It was in
Oh,
Houston.
hold on. I remember that
Yes,
game.
it was that
Because the
game.
Falcons they were up by a
They were
lot.
up by a
Yeah, they
lot.
were
Now,
up
I
by a
probably
lot.
didn't bring that up.
Yeah,
but yes, they were up by a
yeah.
lot. And it took a trip there, a solo trip there, right? Of me just being a football fan all
Okay.
week long, and then being able to sit on the sets of shows like Undisputed at the
Oh,
time,
wow. Okay.
First Take, and Good Morning Football. See, sometimes it's a good thing when it's only one seat.
Right.
Because I was that one seat left.
Yeah.
And it took me going on that, being on those sets to say, you know what, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Oh, wow.
This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to be in the sports industry. I want to be able to talk about sports, not be a moderator or facilitator
Right.
of conversation, but I just enjoyed the storytelling and just kind of just constructing the moment.
Right.
All in the sports industry.
And I can see it. It's coming out of
Yeah,
you when
no,
you.
every time I talk about it, everybody says it. Like,
Yeah, I can see it.
And I'm like, yeah, it's kind
And
of
you know what?
my jam.
We were talking earlier about how you gave up fandom because you wanted to be able to be objective. And I love that because you say that helps you tell the story. It helps you help your clients. It helps you to do what you need to do. So at what moment did you realize I can't be a Washington Commanders, and I know I'm in DC, so I probably can't say that, and I'm a Dallas Cowboy girl, Dallas Cowboy fans for life, and next year is our year. But what actually made you, at what moment did you realize, you know what, I have to give up fandom to remain objective?
One of my mentors coming into the business, one of the first people I met when the Washington Commanders gave me an opportunity to cover the team when I came in the door with CWall Sports and Entertainment.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
didn't come in under, like, you didn't name any of the big major sports outlets. I walked in with my own, all glory to God.
Yes.
And they gave me an opportunity to cover the team. And one of my mentors at the time, and still big brother now, Lake Lewis, as soon as he met me, he was one of the first people to speak to me in the room. And we were just talking, and I'm a sponge. Still, you have to remain teachable at all levels.
At all levels,
even though I had risen through all the ranks in consulting, I still was like, yeah, I have my own business and I'm here as a journalist and as a reporter, but I still want to learn.
Right.
And one of the very first things he told me is, you can't be a fan anymore. If you are a fan, he said, because I don't really know if you are.
Right.
If you are any of the teams you cover, you can't be a fan anymore. He said, here's why. You have to be able to watch the game and be able to talk about the game in an objective manner.
Okay.
If you don't like a player because you don't even know these players, you just don't know you don't like them. You don't even know nothing about
you just what you're saying.
Like you know, all these things. You don't like people. You don't like this team, like that team. You don't know anything about them. But whether you realize it or not, it will sway how you report and look at the game. If you are a fan of the team that you're covering, you'll have a bias.
Right.
You'll have a bias. You got to get rid of it.
And I could see that because, after we always have those Monday morning quarterbacks, they're like, oh, the refs was playing with them. The refs were doing this. And it's like, are you really saying that?
Right.
Because you are a fan of just the game, or are you saying that because your team lost? So that was really, really, that was
huge. Of the game.
Right.
I love competition. I love sports. I really honor all that goes into these men and women across sports playing at the highest level. Like that is a lot of commitment and consistency that they have to do. So I honor it and I love that part of it. So losing the fandom in order to be objective and to do what I love at a high level.
Yeah, that was an easy choice. That was an easy choice. That was an easy choice. So you've built your career in industries where Black women are often underrepresented. Can you share a moment when the obstacle in front of you made you question whether that path was worth it and how you decided to keep going anyway?
Absolutely. I can talk about when I was credentialed, have a media credential, able to be on site with my entity, CWall Sports and Entertainment. And then I was told no more independents were allowed. And so I could no longer be credentialed. I was furious. I was angry. I was hurt. I was disappointed because I had been there. Right. And I was working hard. I was showing up. So
nothing that you did. Yeah.
It was just, we don't do independence anymore. And that was when I had to question, okay, is this for me?
Okay.
Because it's a sacrifice to even do it.
Right.
But to do it as best as you can and still and be in and then get turned away after being in is painful.
Exactly.
It's hurtful.
Yeah.
And when you really don't know why, like, well, why not independence? People change
Right.
their rules all the time. But
Exactly.
it's kind of like if I'm in,
Then I should have been grandfathered in.
then
Yeah.
exactly, you can be grandfathered in,
Right.
but that's not what the rules stated. So, okay. And so that's when I really, I always think of that as a defining moment of I could have left it then.
Okay.
Right, especially from an NFL perspective.
Exactly.
Because I could still, at CWall Sports and Entertainment, cover the Washington Mystics, cover the Washington Wizards.
Okay.
That was still, a possibility, and I did for a bit. But I do have a passion for football.
Right.
And so that is where I, that's where I spend the bulk of my time now anyway. But that was painful. And that was where I absolutely had to say, okay, is this for me? And of course, in the space, once you're on site all the time with the team, you really understand and realize it's not many women here.
Yeah. And not many Black women.
No, No. I mean, in this area, we have probably more Black women, and I can think of, on site daily I'm one of two.
Okay.
And then in game day, you probably see about 3 or 4.
Okay.
You see a little bit more Black women on game day. And then the Ravens has one who works with Bowie TV as well. So you kind of see it a little bit more. But when you talk about being on site coverage, like practice and all that, that number shrinks even more for Black women.
Okay.
And so it was like, you know what? It's hot outside. My hair don't be done. My hair not done. I be sweating. It's hot. And then when it's cold, like, baby, I don't need to be.
It's too cold.
Stuff you gotta care about. Like, I'm not all that fly. Do I really want to go outside looking like this? So even though I knew this, what I really wanted to do, it was like I was really trying to convince myself that it was okay, even though it
wasn't. That's not okay.
Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, that's.
I made it back though.
So well, you know what? How did you make it back? So how did you push through that? Because sometimes we will self-sabotage and talk ourselves out of what we are like our God-given purpose. And I think that is your God-given purpose because you exude it when you talk about it. It rolls off.
Yeah, no, thank you. And I've heard that before, so we're going to take that confirmation, Lord. Yet again, thank you. Like, we're like, I got to keep telling her, thank you, Brittany. Thank you. The Lord, thank you. He like, good. Tell her
like, now, girl, come on now. I keep telling you this time and time.
But I had a childhood neighborhood friend.
Okay.
Who hit me up one day and was like, hey, do you remember Bowie TV or Bowie Community Media Corporation? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, the local station. He was like, my dad used to be on it. His dad had passed away at the time. He said, so much of what you do with CWall reminds me of what they had with my dad. But since my dad is passed on, nobody is taking the reins from a sports perspective. There's no more sports coverage at all. He said, you might want to consider giving them a call.
Okay.
And seeing if they're still there. He said, I think they're still there, but go and see. Mm-hmm. That's what I did.
Okay.
I went to go and see. And of course, he had no idea that I was no longer on site per se with, the Washington Commanders at that time. But he's like, go over there and check. And so I said, let me check. And sure enough, they were there.
Okay.
And sure enough, they were like, we need help. Because a lot of their older producers were starting to pass away. Others were moving away due to retirement. Okay. So they were moving south. And so they said, please come help us. We need help. And I ended up reaching back out. And it was right around the time where I was going to start, my show. It was always in my spirit to have a TV show.
Oh, and look at that alignment.
Culture from the couch. Yeah. And so I said, I'm going to go over here to the homegrown grassroots TV station and see what's happening and see what's going on. Sure enough, they took me with open arms. I started the show that September. Okay. And I contacted Washington Commanders again and said, I'm on TV.
Right. So take
and they
that.
had to, do all the check to make sure, that it was legit. It's legit. It's legit. It's on TV. And that's how I got back.
Okay. So there are moments when resilience isn't about pushing harder, but choosing differently. Was there a pivot you made that ultimately changed the trajectory of your career? And I think we just touched on
I
that.
think we just touched on it.
that.
And CWall Sports and Entertainment is still a thing for people
Right.
who are like,
Okay.
hey, we had shirts, we got merchandise. Trust me, it is still a thing. Absolutely, might look a little different. So the pivot is is there with this
because it's always good to pivot.
But even with that being said, I had to realize, okay, this is a traditional form of media.
Okay.
And through Bowie TV, that I didn't even realize was still there, I'm seeing more opportunities come through because it's a traditional form of media.
Okay.
It's on television.
Right.
And so I was like, let's just keep going.
Yeah. Let's see where it goes. Let's see where God takes me.
And I prayed on it, and I'm still always praying on it, because it was always that battle of feeling like I was putting CWall Sports and Entertainment down.
Okay.
And I was putting it down until God said, listen, it's all mine at the end of the day. So
don't matter if it's CWall or Bowie.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter where you want to call it, what you want to do with it. This is where I pushed you into this. And so I definitely had to shift my focus to Bowie TV.
Okay.
Not knowing it was going to lead me to being the president of the organization, but I mean, well, God knew.
I was about to say, ain't that how he worked? Yes. So in male-dominated industries like sports and media, credibility is often questioned. How did you learn to assert your expertise and protect your voice in rooms that weren't designed with you in mind?
Oh, I love that question. And I still have to do it. I still have to do it with a smile.
Right.
Sometimes I'm not smiling, but for the most part, I still keep trying to smile. Doing a TV show on my own.
Okay.
Right? I didn't have a co-host. That was by design. When I started, I said I'm doing it by myself. I had men approach me wanting to be a co-host. I have co-hosts now.
Right.
But when I started out, I said, I have to do this with just me.
Yeah.
Right? Because there are women, and there are Black women, who can talk about the game.
Exactly.
That knows what they are watching.
Yes.
And I don't have to be the moderator or the facilitator amongst the men to make sure the guys don't get too heated. No. I know what I'm watching, and I can watch. I know what I'm watching.
Right.
And because of my years in consulting and stakeholder engagement, I understand engagement. And at the time, we didn't really realize how much was going to be done in the virtual realm, right? COVID came, the pandemic. But I'm like, I know virtual engagement. I know virtual meeting facilitation. It can be much different than that. And it's not, surprisingly. But I had to show up consistently, even when no one was watching.
Right.
And still do this show by myself.
Right.
Script, topics, getting guests, all of the things. And then when I'm in these spaces, you're in a press conference. Okay, if I don't have a question, I'm not asking a question.
Right.
That just goes against who I am as a human and as a professional. But when I have a question, I'm going to ask it.
As you should. And as anybody should.
Right. And so that is just a way of just being seen and just doing your job really well, and trying not to be like, oh my gosh, I'm the only woman here. Oh my goodness. You know what I mean? And I've been in several spaces like this, even in the consulting realm, where I've been, the only woman. I've been the only Black person.
Right.
And so you have to use your voice, because we do have a different perspective.
Exactly.
Because of our experiences. And we are.
And we bring a unique perspective.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Always.
And even when we're communicating, we just communicate
differently. Yeah, and we do. We do. So you are the founder, and we've mentioned this, and CEO of CWall Sports and Entertainment, and president of the CWall Foundation. Why was ownership important to you, and how do you define economic empowerment in your own words?
Absolutely. It becomes if I worked this hard for others, why not give myself a shot?
Yes.
And that doesn't mean that I still don't work for others or in service to others, or that doesn't mean that at all. But once you realize you have a unique skill set,
yeah,
why not package it up
And sell it for yourself.
And sell it
Yeah.
for yourself.
So, yes.
It's just an additional stream of income.
And we always, it's even biblical to have to have more than one.
More than one.
Stream of income always.
More
so,
than one.
Yeah.
So it was just taking what I could do, or felt like I was skilled at in sports, and then with the foundation, what I was starting to see. And we specialize in conflict management, collaboration, and teamwork, and media training for youth and young adults. Those were just areas where I saw a gap.
Right.
Even as a consulting professional, of why do we have to wait until we're all grown adults to understand conflict and conflict management and communication styles and how to do interviews and presentations? Why are we learning so late?
Exactly.
And it was, no, this is a thing, because I was already experiencing a lot of things with conflict. People, they just not talking.
Right.
They don't know how to.
They don't know how to communicate, don't know how to talk.
Yeah. So if we could, package it up, let's put it together, and let's give this education to our young people. And to our next generation of leaders, because we're gonna need them to know how to talk.
And we're gonna need them to know how to resolve conflict.
Resolve conflict.
Yes, that's just base. It's base. So at what point did you realize that just having access wasn't enough, that ownership was necessary for your true empowerment?
Because access can be revoked, and that goes back to
because
because access can be revoked.
Yeah.
So you have to continue learning, continue building, have things that you do own, have multiple ways to get access, and even your own.
Yeah, because they can't you could take they can revoke my past, but I own so I can go revamp. I can revamp. I can pivot. I can do something else.
Yeah.
So you might have thought you stopped me, but you didn't.
No.
Because I'm gonna turn it around. Me and God gonna turn it around. So you worked inside major institutions, and now you lead your own. So what did that transition teach you about who really holds power and how that shapes opportunity? Because we talked about your credentials being revoked.
Yes. It taught me a lot about the decision makers. And when you're not connected to the decision makers, it's harder. And that goes in anything. If you're applying for a grant, if you're applying for a job, credentials, what have you. Oftentimes, if you don't come with a certain name behind you, whatever that could be, from a business perspective or a media outlet perspective, you have to know somebody.
Well,
and oftentimes your resume, as wonderful and amazing as it may be,
it's not enough.
Such and such daughter or son is going to get an opportunity before you, just because that's such and such daughter.
Exactly.
And so you have to know how to relationship build and really understand the decision-making hierarchy.
Right.
You also have to understand knowledge.
Right.
Where is the knowledge?
Right.
When we talk generational wealth or ownership or anything, well, who is teaching that? Who has that knowledge? Some just have it because they were born into it.
Right.
And nobody had to teach. They just have it.
Yeah. They just have it.
Others are fine with a 9-to-5 and doing what they do, and then you didn't realize that maybe you should have been putting a little bit more away, or maybe you should have, gotten your own business doing notary or whatever.
Right, you should have did something,
And so I had to understand that who holds the decision-making authority and who holds the knowledge.
Right.
Who knows?
Because that's the person I need
that's
to.
That's the person I need
that's the person.
know.
And I would really like to be that person too.
And I would like to
I would love to be that person. I would love to be the person that makes that decision. Yes. So through your foundation and media platforms, you're shaping narratives and creating that access, right? Mm-hmm. How do you see storytelling and representation as tools for economic development?
Absolutely. I mean, especially now in the age of the digital landscape, whoever tells the story first, fastest, and most consistent is who wins the game.
Yes.
It could be a whole lie. But it got out there first, and it got out there fast.
And usually it's hard to take that, to run that back.
You can't even run it back.
You cannot run that back. So that's been apparent, in the media over, putting out so much misinformation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you have to really, and that's one of the things we do cover in the media training as well, of just knowing what's not a reputable site.
Right. Ooh. Yeah. Because, some people, you know what? One time I had went down to Austin to visit a friend, and I just picked up a newspaper because I'm thinking it's a newspaper. And I was reading it, and I'm like, this doesn't sound right. And my friend was like, are you reading The Onion? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, you need to go ahead and put that down because that's not giving you accurate. I mean, and it was wild stuff. And
Wow.
and I'm like, she knew right off the bat when I told her this article doesn't sound right. She's like, is that The Onion? And I'm like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's false information out there all
Yeah.
the time.
So,
And now with AI, it's just you don't know what's what, and you don't know who is
especially with
who.
those videos that
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yes.
some of that stuff doesn't even look like it's generated by AI.
It doesn't.
It looks like
It looks real.
yeah, it looks like a real video. So that's very concerning too. So good that you teach
Yes.
this is reputable and
Right.
this is not.
Yes.
So they themselves aren't putting out like bad information, because that can be hard
Yes.
to come back to,
Yep.
come back from
Yep,
as well.
absolutely.
So, for women who are highly skilled but hesitant to step into entrepreneurship or leadership, what mindset shift is often that missing link?
You gotta have no fear. You can't be afraid of it.
Yeah.
And it's a challenge. I mean, it's a recurring thing that you have to ensure that you're doing at all times.
Right.
Imposter syndrome is a real thing. Self doubt, a very
Right.
real thing. Like, can I, even like we just joked a moment ago, like, God, okay, the Lord
Yeah.
thanks you, Brittany, for telling me again. And so, but that's a very real thing.
Right.
Where you see so many people that don't do
Right.
the thing that you believe that your purpose to do. It was way more people
Right.
that are more than likely not doing what is aligned with their purpose
Right.
for whatever reason than are.
Exactly.
So you're thinking like, are you sure I'm supposed to do this?
Yeah.
Are you sure you go with it? And also the notion, another thing I think is important for just the pivot and changing your mindset, it's not too late.
And
It's
you
not
know
too
what?
late. You're not
You
too
always
old.
think that
It's
people
just
is
always
that
like it passed you by.
Yeah,
It didn't. If
it
you're still
didn't.
thinking about it, if it's still in your belly, if it's
Yeah.
still in your soul, if it's still in your heart,
yeah.
do it.
But my thought is, if God woke you up another day, you still got time.
Yes.
So it don't matter.
Yes.
If you are up and you walking amongst the living, it's not too late. You still have time. You only late when you dead and gone. At that point, it's nothing
That's
you can
right.
do. But if you still here, you can still do some things. It's never too late.
Yep.
It's never too late.
I had made, when I first started the business again, I ain't gonna tell y'all how many years it was, but it was some years, right? I was well into work, was a seasoned professional. And I told myself when I first started CWall Sports and Entertainment, I was at a space where I just didn't want to live in regret.
Oh,
I'll take the risk before
Right.
I live in regret.
okay.
Which meant I'm not gonna look back on any of it and say, dang,
I wish I would have did that.
I should.
Yeah,
No, I'll take the risk.
yeah. I
Before
like
say
that.
I wish I would have.
Yeah,
And that's what I keep reminding myself that I said.
yeah. You almost
that
need to
I
write
wrote
that.
down.
Some.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm about to say
keep
you.
it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, risk over regret.
Yeah,
Risk over regret.
that needs to be a mantra. Like you almost need to see that every day to help motivate you to say, you know what, no matter what the risk is, I'm gonna do it, because what I
Yep.
don't want is to have any regret. And I know I always say my biggest fear is, of course, passing on and getting to heaven and the Lord don't tell me, well done, good and faithful servant. I want to have every drop of talent that He gave me gone.
Amen.
It needs to be good.
that.
I need to have left it on earth as a part of my legacy.
That's right.
That's how hard I have worked.
That's
That should be
right.
your biggest fear.
Yes.
Nothing else really matters.
Right. Did you use it?
Yeah. Did you-
based on
or did
what He
you
gave,
hold it? Yeah.
And it's not necessarily, and God
Yeah.
gives us His all, but it's not based on, you
Yeah.
know, the car that you drive or the
Exactly.
clothes that you wear, based on the gifts.
Yeah, that He's
gave
giving you.
us.
Yeah.
What did you do with it? And
Yeah.
I was just having this conversation actually earlier. So that was why it resonated with me so deeply what you just said, because I'm like, He gives us gifts.
Yeah.
If a family member, a
Yes.
good friend, your boo give you a gift, you posting it. You
Yeah.
want everybody to say, look what I
Ooh,
got
I
for
didn't think
Christmas
about
when they got my birthday. Ah, my baby loved
yeah.
it. But you want to hide
What King
the
Jesus got? Yeah.
gifts.
Yeah. Not
Why you
making sense. Yeah. Yeah.
why you playing with the person that actually makes the decision
Exactly.
about whether or not you get into heaven or you go to hell?
Right. Or makes the decision on if you're gonna wake up the
If you
next
gonna
day.
wait, yeah,
Yeah.
they making all the decisions right
Yeah.
now, and that's the person you
That's
gonna
who you trying to play
say.
with.
Everybody don't even need to know
Yeah.
that I love
Everybody don't
you.
need. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the one that you need to talk to.
Yeah.
Because,
so,
yes.
so
I like to have fun. I like to enjoy myself.
as you should. Yeah, as you should. We're gonna enjoy ourselves.
Yes.
So when you think about economic empowerment for Black women, what does it look like beyond income, right? Especially in the terms of control, visibility, and sustainability. Because I think this, if a Black woman had been over the credentials at was it the Commanders, or was it a Black woman? Well, oh, okay.
No.
You probably wouldn't have had your stuff
No,
revoked.
that
Yeah,
wouldn't happen.
that wouldn't have happened. So you know what? What does that look like beyond that income? And we just joked and said we want to be that decision maker.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what it takes. Is
Yeah.
who are you building relationships
Yes,
with?
and it does go back to that.
In the space of, if you have to have a tough conversation,
Right.
you can go to, if not the decision maker, maybe it's the decision maker's boss.
Yeah.
Maybe it's some peers. Maybe
Yeah.
it's your media
Yeah.
consumers. Maybe it's the consumers of your content that
Yeah.
if something happens, you could get backlash over it.
Yeah.
You have to build relationships in that way where your character and your work ethic and even your business, it speaks for
Yeah.
you.
And it
And
enters
if it
room
does
before you
happen,
get
it's
there.
like, okay, well, what did Candi do? Or did
Right.
something like, why would you not? With Bowie TV though, why
Right.
would you not? Okay, it's not going to be as large as
Right.
those staples who have been around 30 plus years, but is it still a traditional outlet, a staple, or if
Right.
it's CWall Sports and Entertainment? What was the real reason for
Right.
that? You know, you have to be in positions where you can push the envelope.
Right.
Envelope a little bit. Again, risk over regret.
Exactly.
I'll take the risk of asking the hard question of why. And then you telling me,
Right.
this is what you need to do in order. Because that's really, I missed that part. Why did I get, we changed the rules. What do I need to do? You need to be with a traditional outlet. You need to get a good trip. Okay. Now
no,
with a traditional
yeah.
outlet.
Yeah. Now what? Now
Now
I'm
what's
back.
going to be your reason?
Surprise, surprise.
You thought I was going to
Yeah.
leave, didn't you? That's what you thought.
Yeah.
No.
You thought I wasn't gonna come back.
You thought I wasn't going to come back.
Yeah.
Because you thought I was that married to CWall Sports and
Right.
Entertainment because that's my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I dedicated myself to working in whatever capacity and whatever
Exactly.
God needed me to.
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah.
So I don't care what he call it.
Right.
I don't care what he call it. Whatever
Yeah.
the name is.
Yeah.
We gonna
Because it all
roll.
belongs to him, like you said.
It all belongs to him.
Yeah, it all
That
belongs
was
to
that
him.
lesson. Because I'm like, I didn't even know Bowie TV was still around.
Yeah.
God knew though.
Yeah. So
And so what we gonna do? You gonna take that now? No.
no.
So,
So you built a career across consulting, sports media, and community leadership. How do you think about legacy, not just personally, but economically and generationally?
yeah, I'm glad you asked that question because I've always often heard legacy as it relates to being a parent or having children.
Right.
I have not birthed any of my own children.
Okay.
And it would often mess with me, like, oh my God, I'm not gonna have
okay.
a legacy. I'm not gonna have a legacy. Wait. What we
Yeah,
doing
you
right
can.
now
Yeah,
is
it's a legacy. Yeah. Yeah.
When people go on YouTube, when they see my face, when they
Yeah.
go to see whenever they go, that is part of my legacy.
Yeah.
Anybody seeing a Black woman producing and hosting her own television show,
Right.
that is legacy.
It sure is.
If I pour into the young men and women in our community,
Right.
educating them or allowing
Yeah.
for a platform to educate on how to better deal with conflict, how to know when conflict arises,
Right.
know how to temper themselves when
Yeah.
conflict arises, how to get help and support.
That's legacy right
That's
there. Yeah.
legacy.
That's
if
legacy.
You remember me.
That's
if you remember
yeah.
me, if you ran into me now, somebody who might remember me from the airport, they probably gonna be mad. They shouldn't have said what they said to me. However, all the time, except for that one time, everybody's pleased when they see me.
Right.
So if I engage with you in a pleasant way, and
Then that's legacy.
That's legacy. Hey, maybe even the other one. That's
Yeah.
legacy too. You gonna remember me for something.
You go, yeah.
But it's still.
Whether it was positive or negative, you gonna, yeah. So that's legacy right there.
Still legacy.
Yeah.
And if anything were to happen in CWall Sports, in the CWall Foundation, whatever, Bowie TV. When I move on, they can say this is what this is the hand we dealt her, and this is what she did with the hand.
Right.
That's a part of my legacy.
Exactly.
So I had to start to really think about it and put it in perspective, because God does it. I believe, I love God, and I know God loves me. So He would never do something that I couldn't still do.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
And it does.
Like, no, this is legacy.
Exactly.
Right? Who I am in my family, who I am with my parents, my siblings, my nieces, my nephews, my godkids, my sorority sisters, who I am sitting here with you.
Yeah.
And so that's a part of my legacy.
Exactly.
And it all matters.
All of it.
And so I had to really get into that. So the education, the teachings, that's a part of the build.
Right.
Because it goes back to knowledge. Sometimes, going back to my grandparents, they didn't know what they didn't know.
Right.
It wasn't about who was smart and who wasn't, and they just didn't know.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
And then our parents, and then you get to us, okay, we know.
Right.
But who are we telling? Are we going to gatekeep that information?
Right.
To just make sure our house
is okay? Yeah. Are we going to share it?
Share it.
Yeah.
So that other
and
people
your media training is like you get to create, like you get to leave your mark on the next generation of reporters, media, and all of that. Absolutely. That is legacy right there.
In a no fear sort of way.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
my makeup is not always done.
Yeah.
And sometimes I gotta go and break the news and talk about it and be like, y'all, I'm up here looking crazy, but I'm here.
So as a woman deeply connected to family, service, and sisterhood, how do those relationships help sustain you in high pressure leadership roles? Oh
yeah, you gotta have a dad. You gotta. Yeah. Hey, listen, I had to tell myself, sis, look, you busy and all, and that's great.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta kick back.
Yeah. You gotta reset.
You gotta
reset.
If it's just laughing and joking with
can't be too serious.
You can't take yourself too serious.
Yeah, you can't take yourself too serious.
You're always serious.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just appreciate the opportunity to show up as my authentic self. Yes, I'm professional. Yes, I have to be in the moment. But hey, listen, depending on the environment, sometimes I got a joke to crack.
Yeah. And that's fine.
I do. That's kind of is ongoing.
Yeah.
My jokes are on a rolling basis. So I never know when it's going to hit me. So I just can't hold it in. I'm like, somebody's going to hear this joke.
Yeah. And they're going to hear it now.
Yeah, they're going to hear it. Just put those pockets of joy in your day. And
I like that.
You have to put those pockets of joy in your day because it keeps you going. It really does. Because you got to be on all the time.
Exactly.
And sometimes you just don't.
I just need to chill. Mm-hmm. So you're already training the next generation of people entering media. But when you think about the next generation of Black women entering into sports, media, or business, what systems still need to change, and how can we, including NAMBPWC, how can we collectively push that change forward?
I think the consumers. It's just like women's basketball, women's sports.
Right.
And it's like, oh, don't nobody watch women's sports. No, everybody watches women's sports. Because as soon as you get a daughter or a little cousin or a niece or somebody that's playing, you're going to her game.
Exactly.
I would hope you would want her to feel supported just like you would your sons and your brothers and your nephews.
Yeah.
So it has to be the same level of support. That's where we need to help educate those that are watching.
Right. Okay.
Why does the support change because it's men? Mm. Why is your favorite beat reporter a man?
Right.
Why do you go there for all your information? Sis, that's me in the time. I'm sitting in the press conference too. I'm there too.
Okay. Yeah.
Come to me for your information.
Exactly.
Watch my show. You're going to listen to, I'm not saying don't listen to me.
Right, but you can listen to me too.
You can also listen to me too.
Yeah, you can listen to me too.
So you can watch the game is the game.
Right. Can't change that.
So sports commentating or sports reporting, sports shows, it shouldn't shift because it's a man or men playing
Right.
versus a woman
Right.
and women playing. If you love it,
Then it
love it
does.
all.
Yeah.
And that's where the equity comes into play. Oh, you know, from a gender perspective, we need that same level of support.
But you know what? That goes back to your objectivity, right?
Yes.
Because if you love the game, if you love basketball, it shouldn't matter who's playing because you love the game.
Yeah.
So.
And listen, I remember, and I still get this sometimes. Let's be clear, right? When she didn't play, she didn't this, she didn't play. Well, some of y'all didn't play either.
Right. So.
Sir. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, so don't come at me. Yeah. So what we talking? Yeah. What we talking about?
It's okay.
Right.
But I check and balance my stuff with coaches and players.
Right.
Do you? No, because you're not where I'm at.
Right.
So, that's a whole nother, So, okay, right? But it's like, it just needs to be that same level of support, I feel like,
Okay.
And that will change a lot.
Okay.
I think for women coming into this industry and us just showing up.
Okay.
If they can do it, we can do it too.
Hey.
And that's real.
And probably gonna do it better.
That's real.
Yeah. So through your foundation in media work, you're shaping narratives and creating that access, right? How do you see storytelling? And we talked about this, so
okay.
Yeah, we already did that one, so we're not gonna do that one. So that's my bad. So for the highly capable Black woman listening right now, educated, skilled, and accomplished, but hesitant to step into leadership or ownership, what mindset shift most often holds her back? And I think this goes back to your risk over regret.
Yeah, like, risk over regret. Just that fear. It's scary. I'm not going to,
and it is. And you have to do it in the face of it.
Leadership can be lonely. And it's not like, I'm around people all the time. And I got people that love me, but leadership can be lonely. I'm be real about that. Leadership, it can be a lonely spot. Yeah. Because your mind, you're constantly everything. Right. All the time. Yeah. And you got to make it stop. Like, I just want to go to sleep. Now, I'm better about my sleep now. I fall asleep. And so, me neither. And so,
I get it back, get back to it when I wake up.
But leadership can be lonely. So there's groups, there's organizations like this one, right? Yeah. And then there's other groups as well that can help and support women. Get that support. Yeah. There's and I think that's another thing that I like to mention. I don't think we talk enough. Everybody wants to show up strong. Or show up like, I'm just dealing with the battles, baby.
No, they taking me down. The weapons formed against me are prospering. Yeah, they prospering real strong.
If I ain't have a few witnesses around me, they'd be like, man, you can't say that. Yeah. Why not? The Lord is dealing with me all the time. And so, and baby will cry in a heartbeat.
I will too. And they call me Patty Purple.
Don't get it twisted. I wish I was strong like that. Why? Because my girl, I'm probably not crying that because my makeup is done. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, it's stressful. Like, it's hard. Get you a good therapist. You got to pray. You talk about God the whole time. But I'm an advocate for therapy.
I am too.
You got to find a good therapist, just like you would a good hairdresser, nail tech, doctor, mechanic, whoever's for you.
All that, yeah.
Do that with your therapist. Mm-hmm. It's hard.
It is.
This is difficult. It is hard. Yeah, I love it all day long.
Yeah, but it's hard.
It's hard.
Same with entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I say it all the time. Lord, you did not give me the path of least resistance at all.
Yeah. You giving me, I must be one of your strongest soldiers because you giving me some hard battles, Lord. What's going on?
It's always funny because I be like, the devil want me to slap somebody. This is what's happening. The devil actually likes it when I'm upset. The devil is entertained. And I understand because I'm entertaining, especially when I'm upset. But please don't do this. And and that's when people think that you just pour all day long.
Yeah, and what? Sometimes
nothing gets to you.
My mom would be like, "Please don't say another word," and I'll have to say, "Well, I just haven't got that far along in my walk like you." I'm not that far along.
You know,
no, we not.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be that until I take my last dying breath.
I'm not where I used to be.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
I
where
still,
I used to be. But I still got a long way to go. I'm a lot closer to the floor than I am the ceiling.
So, if you could speak directly to a Black woman who is navigating adversity right now, or questioning like her path, questioning, you know, what she's going through, what would you want her to know? What would you say to her?
Pray, get with God. That's a lot of what I've had to do is because you can talk to your friends, you can talk to your peers.
Yeah.
But you really and I encourage that. Like I said,
right.
therapy, you can talk about all that, but you really, really, really have to dig deep and pray and journal and all those things and get with the Lord in your quiet space to ensure you are in alignment with His will for your life.
Exactly.
Because we joke about I get upset and all this stuff, but one thing I always tell myself is, but you know the Lord ain't tell you to say that to them.
Yeah, you know.
That was Candi. Candi got a little about it in the moment. I bet you they will be shocked when I say this, so I'm going to say it. The Lord didn't do that. Yeah, so you have to be able you have to be able to have those checks and balances, but that comes through growth. We're having a good time. Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. You know, God.
Yeah, you go have to do
it's not every time.
Yeah, and you probably
gonna do. Actually, not every time. He's not gonna say it at all.
Yeah, because sometimes I do be out of alignment, and somebody they like I say, my dad's name is Willie, and sometimes I say y'all gonna make Wilhelmina. Y'all gonna make Wilhelmina.
His name is William.
Yeah, you gonna. Yeah, he's coming out.
William is like, hold on, hold up.
So finally, when people hear the name Candi Waller, what do you hope they understand about your journey beyond your resume?
Oh, she's authentic.
And you are.
Authenticity.
Yeah.
Authenticity is one of the things I can't,
Yeah.
I'm professional, all those things, but authenticity.
Okay.
And that I come with a degree of making people feel safe.
I feel so safe here. You're like a little warm
hug. Somebody roll up on us like you're called the police. Like, but yeah, no, I was taking it the wrong way. It's like, no, I'm joking. I'm playing, but
we having too much fun.
Oh my goodness, you can't be too serious.
Like we say, like we said, don't take yourself too seriously.
Gotta have a good time, and so but this is who I am,
and I love that.
The president, the sports journalist, the reporter, the media trainer, the coach. Right,
but that makes you so like.
But this is me. If my friends
approachable,
like as long as people come correct, like I said earlier.
They go. William gonna come out.
I'm like, wait, so work in progress. But
Child, you make it.
You might get some waters, right there.
I do.
I mean, listen.
And we having too good of a time. That's the first time I had to get a drink of water.
I'm just saying. Listen, it's just you gotta be authenticity. Like, you know what, Candi is cool.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna have to after this at some point when I come back to DC, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go and kick. We're gonna have to kick it because it's been.
Since I got here.
Maybe have to get a drink of water. So I'm gonna try something new. It's called rapid fire, and it's just you just give it to me real quick. Well, all right. I'm gonna let you take.
I take my think about it first.
Yeah. So a lesson you learned the hard way.
Ooh. Just
in general, like just a lesson, and it could be from way back when to now. Just a lesson you learned the hard way.
Seasons change. And what I mean by that is oftentimes we want to take everybody with us.
And they not meant to go with us.
It was just for the season.
Yeah.
Many of the opportunities I've gone alone. And that was very difficult for me.
Okay.
Not because anybody did anything wrong. It was actually like learning how you just can't take everybody.
Yeah, you can't take everybody with you.
Sometimes you taking everybody,
that weighs you down.
It weighs you down.
Yeah.
You don't get certain opportunities,
right,
because you had too many people with you.
Yeah. Ooh. Now that's a whole word. We can go.
Sometimes
we can go.
You just
Yeah.
got too many people with you.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't think too many people think of that.
No.
It's like, I got my first deal. I got to bring up my whole everybody with me. Well, that could be preventing you from getting this, that, and the other, or the bigger deal, or the bigger opportunity. So that we're gonna keep that one. So,
yep.
A belief about money or power that has evolved.
My dad always says this quote. I think he says Russ Fox, or somebody says it. It was like, money don't buy happiness was a hell of a down payment. Listen. Exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
And before I would be, and you shouldn't be led by money. Like, your passion should
right.
be, you should be led by it. It should lead you. But to act like it doesn't matter is crazy. You know what I mean? It does matter.
Because
the fruit from your labor.
Right. Because unicorns and rainbows not going to pay these bills.
Yeah, they're not. And so you do have to care about your price.
Right. Yeah, and a lot of Black women, we struggle with that.
Money doesn't buy happiness, and we're not saying that's what it's paying for. That money isn't paying for your happiness. That money is paying for your bill.
Exactly.
It's paying for your travel.
Yeah.
It's paying for your labor.
Exactly.
Okay.
Paying for you to have peace of mind.
It's paying for you to pay peace of mind. That's what it's paying for.
Because I would like to go to the spa at some point. I'm gonna need some money to do that.
For the money to buy
Yeah.
So that's I think that. And I mean, power. Hey, listen. Leadership is hard.
Oh, yeah. And like you say, it's lonely.
It can be long. It can be.
Yeah.
You be like, you talking to people, they don't really know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And so
they can't even, we can't even relate.
They don't love you, and they can be in that space. But leadership should be very lonely. So those are two big ones for me, especially in recent years, where I'm just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Money isn't buying the happiness, because I'm happy right here.
Yeah. So.
But see, these bills, that's still, these lights, they still stay on.
Yeah, they do. Still need some heat, because I got
the heat.
Yeah. Gotta stay warm.
Gotta stay warm.
And I gotta get from point A to point B. So I may at least need some bus fare, or I would need, and I would prefer to be in my own vehicle. So now I'm gonna need insurance and gas. So I'm gonna need some coins for that.
We putting out, oh, well, man, don't buy no happiness, so I ain't gonna charge you for no. You got to charge.
Yeah, you got to charge, and you got to charge the right price. You got to charge your worth, and really charge your worth times 10.
Yep.
Yeah, because we're not starting businesses just to break even. We starting businesses to make a profit. Yeah, we need our profit.
That's right.
So, and joy right now looks like what?
Oh, what I'm doing right now. Being in the moment, being present, and just sharing.
Yeah. I love that.
God didn't give us these gifts.
Yeah.
To keep them to ourselves.
And you're just so authentic. I've been staring at you because I just liked your smile. It's so beautiful, your smile.
Y'all hear that? They paid a lot of money for this smile. I have to go back. I was younger, much younger. But when they got good. Oh, so y'all was smart back then.
Yeah.
So I had to call them back though. We'll find them, see if they're still in business.
Tell them you gave a shout out.
Shout out to the orthodontists.
Yeah. So, hey, shout out to mine too in Dallas, Texas. So
amen.
Yeah.
Right.
Amen for
job.
Yeah. I may didn't like you then, but love you today.
Love you today.
Love you today.
That's right.
So Candi, thank you. Thank you for your honesty. Yeah, we had too good of a time. They're gonna be mad at me. Thank you for your honesty, your insight, and your willingness to share not just your accomplishments, but your decisions, your challenges, and belief that it took to get to where you are. And thank you for your authenticity and your smile. That you and thank you for just thank you for making it a good time. Yeah. But your story reminds us that economic power is not just about that income, even though it is important. Mm-hmm. It's about ownership, control, visibility, and making that decision and legacy, right? It's about understanding systems, trusting your voice, and choosing yourself, even when the path is not clear or when it changes. Yes. So To our listeners, if something in today's conversation resonated with you, I invite you to stay connected with us. Subscribe to the Yellow Cow Stories. Share this episode with a sister, a colleague, or a young woman. And if you got somebody in media, send them to CWall here, because she's going to train them up right. And continue these conversations within your own circles. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Yellow Cow Stories. I'm Brittany Montgomery, and we will see you back on the couch for another conversation centered on leadership, resilience, and economic power. So, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You made it a good time.
Good.
So that was